We are all learning. Yeah, life is a constant process of learning. Okay? And it's amazing how a vast majority of Kenyans who are not interested in politics before are doing a lot of catching up in terms of learning. And I marvel at the development that is happening. I see it in the comments area. I see it even right here in Club 1999. Yeah, members who joined when they were very green are now doing some very complex political analysis, and I'm very happy about that. But in every class, there are those who are called slow learners. Yeah, they're very slow to learn. Yeah, if you go to Facebook, you'll see a lot of those very, very naive comments still happening. But that's also okay. You know, there's some slow learners, there's some people, they are very slow to learn, but wakishika, wameshika. So siku moja watashika. Okay? Now, one of the most naive comments I had recently, elsewhere, yeah, which I want to quote, not to make fun of the guy, but I just want to quote to emphasize what I'm going to cover in this video. Very sensitive stuff. Okay? Somebody said, Munatubo, Ruto, 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 Ruto. Ruto is boring. Why is there so much focus on Ruto? Do something on Baba, yeah, or some other exciting politician. It's like you're about to go on a very long journey, and to go on this long journey, you go and purchase a car. Okay? Now, this might appear a strange example because that's not how we purchase cars in Kenya, right? But in Western countries, most notably the US, this happens all the time. Yeah, cars are commodities like any other commodity. Yeah, but in Africa, buying a car is not very different from buying a plot or a house. It's a major, major issue. Anyway, on with my example. So you're about to go on a very long journey, maybe right across the US, yeah, coast to coast, yeah, and a road trip, you know, family road trip, and you want to choose a car to do this, yeah. Maybe even you want to risk and choose a used car, yeah. And so you're checking out this car with your wife, and you know women are wired differently from men. So your wife is saying, I don't like that color. Those seats are so yuck. You know, they're so funny, you know. I don't like how the inside of the car looks like, you know. But then the man is very busy at the engine. Yeah, he's checking a few things. He's checking engine oil. He's checking the oil for the gearbox. Blah, 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 blah. Boring stuff. But guess what? During their journey, if one seat comes off, the car will still get to its destination. Yeah? If the top, yeah, the inside of the car, the top tears off or falls off, yeah, the car will still get to its destination. Lakini kitu ikihappen hapo kwa engine, that is where something is bound to happen. Okay, in short, that is where something is bound to happen, in the engine. Now, in my view, most analysts in Kenya are spot on, yeah, especially those who are really focusing on DP William Ruto. Okay, they understand one thing, and I believe I told you guys very early on that the person to watch, yeah, going forward in Kenya is DP William Samoei Ruto. Welcome to political chess. Now we need to understand a few things. Succession politics is very, very brutal. Succession politics is betrayal, deceit, deception, where only the end justifies the means. Yeah, because as I've said many times, politics has no rules. Yeah, whatever you can get away with, just do it and get away with it. That is the manner of politics since the beginning of time, not only in Kenya. Now get this, William Ruto has got only one play left. Only one. He doesn't have any other option. He must betray Jubilee. He must. Trust me, the question is not if. The question is when. Yeah? Now he must do it before 2022. Yeah? However, there are a few things happening, unfolding on our political scene that will force him to do it much sooner than 2022. Why? It's because of something which the Jubilee Mount Kenya faction is not seeing, and I'm just amazed why they cannot see. If I was Jubilee, I would do everything possible to please Ruto, yeah, and to make sure everything goes right for Ruto. Indeed, if I was the Jubilee Mount Kenya faction, I would make sure that life is much easier for Ruto in this second term of Uhuru Kenyatta than in the first. Why? Because you don't play around with a deadly cobra and assume that because you've familiarized yourself with it, it's a lizard. A cobra is not a lizard. Jubilee are doing the exact opposite of what they should be doing with Ruto. Okay? And the result of this, actually what they're trying to do is to completely finish off, wipe out William Ruto. That's really the end game here. To ensure that he's not a viable presidential candidate come 2022. Na hii mchezo inachezewa chini ya maji. You know? Yeah, it is not very clear. Okay? And what is being done is that you send out Moses Kuria to say, Ruto, you're our man. Yeah, come 2022, the whole of Mount Kenya will vote for you almost to a man. Yeah, we promise you that. As Kuria is saying this, everything is being done to clip the wings of Ruto. Yeah, everything is being done to neutralize him politically. Okay, Gideon Moi has been brought in. Yeah, that is one of his enemies. Okay, we even have the cabinet appointments like Bwana Charles Keter. Yeah, they are all people leaning towards Gideon Moi. Yeah, all of a sudden Charles Keter is a Gideon Moi man. Damu. Yeah, and to make matters worse, Bwana Keter has been given a portfolio where a lot of things can go wrong, and indeed a lot of things are already going wrong. Energy, that is oil, yeah, which drives any economy, and especially the Kenyan economy, yeah. And then there's electricity, yeah, where the government has been doing a lot of fiddling for years. Many Kenyans don't know this, but some very, very smart Club 1999 members with the memory of an elephant, they know this. Yeah, the government always uses the Kenya Power and Lighting to raise money. Yeah, how do they do this? By inflating electricity bills. This has been happening since the Moi days. So you want to raise a quick 20 billion, you just rush to power. Yeah, inflate bills, and then give people a story. Oh, we didn't factor in use of generators, blah, 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 oil, nini. We need to factor this in, we'll backdate the bills. When that one doesn't work, you come out with a statement and you tell people, no, we'll not backdate the bills. Yeah, relax, there's nothing like that. Don't swallow that one. The bills will still be inflated. That money must be raised. Okay? Anyway, so this is what's unfolding for DP William Ruto. So if William Ruto is to survive, he must act, and he must act fast. And he has got only one play, yeah, in his bid for power in 2022. He must betray Jubilee. Okay? Now, one of the possible scenarios that could come into play, because betrayal is not enough, yeah, he has to get the political support. He has to get the following. He has to get the numbers. And it is now crystal clear, even if we don't have election reforms between now and 2022, it's very clear that in the next election, fiddling with elections, it is definitely not business as usual, because what we know now, Kenyans know a lot now that they did not know before the 2017 elections, yeah, especially about fiddling and rigging of elections. For years, I've been telling Kenyans that these elections are fixed. Yeah, they're always fixed, they're always rigged. Fortunately, over the years, I've developed a thick skin. Yeah, when I know something and when I reveal information, it doesn't matter the backlash I get, because I got a lot of backlash from this. Oh, Chris, you don't know what you're saying, rigging, nini. And by then, I'm not talking about Jubilee supporters. I'm not talking about NASA supporters. They just told me point blank, you're dreaming. There's no way Uhuru can rig these elections, etc., etc. I wrote a book back in 2013 called Mystery Monday. Yeah, where I detailed exactly how these elections are rigged, history of rigging elections, etc. A lot of people just looked at it and said, hey, Chris, what are you smoking? Anyway, that book is now obsolete. Why? Because the information there, which at that time was not in the public domain, Sasa hata mtoto wa shule anajua. The long and short of it is that rigging 2022, impossible. Let me rephrase that. Very, very difficult. Yeah, possible, but I don't see how. So Ruto needs genuine numbers, not fake tyranny of numbers. Yeah, not fake numbers generated in a computer. He needs numbers, actual bodies. So in betraying Jubilee, he has to look like a hero. He has to get the numbers. Now, the anti-Kikuyu feelings in the country right now are at fever pitch. Okay? So what he has to do is to come out very strongly against the Udamaki. Okay? Now, judging by the moves which DP Ruto has been making for quite a long while now, yeah, even before the 2017 elections, yeah, the most probable place where DP William Ruto will land is in Western Kenya. Yeah, we're talking about Ford Kenya, most probably, okay, or even Amani. Yeah, the move would be to form some sort of coalition with Amani, yeah, or Ford Kenya, okay. He has to position himself as the man who rescued Kenya from Udamaki. Yeah, that's really the politics he has to play. Now, Ruto, if you've noticed, has been making very heavy investment within the Luhya community. Okay, don't forget his wife is Luhya. Yeah, and during the campaigns, the 2017 campaigns, William Ruto spent a lot of time in Western Kenya. And when you really think about it, this thing should really be obvious. Yeah, because the Kalenjin have no problem with the Luhyas. Indeed, nobody has any problem with the Luhyas. Yeah, therefore forming a Kalenjin Luhya union is very easy. And whatever Ruto calls is a political party, because he'll need a political party, and indeed Ruto already has a political party. Okay, all the members of Club 1999 will remember that I gave you a heads up, yeah, that in the run-up to the 2017 elections, Ruto purchased a political party. Remember that? Yeah, and that political party is called POA, Party of Action. Ruto purchased that political party for an undisclosed amount. Yeah, but of course political parties don't come cheap. Yeah, because make no mistake about it, Ruto has to land somewhere. Okay, of course this is all a part of the NASA coalition. Yeah, but point of entry is also very important. Okay, now all this analysis may just look, hey, crisp one, hey, these are just impossible dreams. Not really, because the nature of political developments in Kenya is that the House of Mumbi has been isolated from the rest of Kenya. Okay, that's really what has happened. And so politically speaking, there's nothing left inside Jubilee, especially except with Udamaki. And we know that the Udamaki numbers, we now know, the Udamaki numbers are not enough to make a dent on Kenyan political numbers. That is the truth. You know, I kick myself how I didn't see this thing of tyranny of numbers being fake much earlier. Yeah, because it was all staring at us in the face. Yeah, we know that the birth number, you know, the Kikuyu community has been contracting in numbers, not growing. Yeah, there's a problem of alcoholism in especially in Kiambu. Yeah, Kikuyu women are very independent. Yes. And in recent, you know, they've become very business-minded. They've entered the working community, and therefore they're not giving birth to children the way they used to before. And so the truth is, why the tyranny of numbers was such a con, yeah, is the fact that the true numbers of the House of Mumbi, which we saw very clearly on the 26th October elections, yeah, or to be more accurate, in what Miguna calls the coronation activities of 26th of October, so small that they can completely be ignored. Maybe it took me such a long time to see this, or maybe I never even saw it at all, yeah, until we all saw it together, yeah. Maybe one of the reasons is because my political lecturer, those days, drummed it into me, yeah, that they have the numbers, yeah, which was true at that time, 70s, 80s, yeah, not anymore. And so for any serious political contender for 2022, yeah, the brutal truth is that House of Mumbi hakuna kitu huko. You have to look for your votes elsewhere. So looking at it that way, this thing of Mount Kenya not voting for Ruto in 2022 is really a non-issue. A non-issue in terms of a politician looking for numbers to win a presidential election. However, the truth is that on the political chessboard, the House of Mumbi is still very important. Yeah? Or let me rephrase it. The House of Mumbi is a very key factor, yeah, that William Ruto has to be very wary of. Indeed, if I was William Ruto, I would double and redouble my personal security. Yeah, I'd be very, very careful. Until next time, this is Chris Kumekucha.